Every February, the U.S. honors the contributions and sacrifices of African Americans who have helped shape our nation. Black History Month celebrates the rich cultural heritage, triumphs, and adversities that are an unforgettable part of our country's history. It was Carter G. Woodson, the father of Black history, who first set out in 1926 to designate a time to promote and educate people about Black history and culture, according to W. Marvin Delaney, historian and the president of the Association for the Study of African American Life and History. Woodson envisioned a week-long celebration to encourage the coordinated teaching of Black history in all public schools. He designated the second week of February as Black History Week and galvanized fellow historians. The idea was not to place limitations, but really to focus and broaden the nation's consciousness. 50 years after the first celebrations, President Gerald R. Ford officially recognized Black History Month during the country's 1976 bicentennial. Ford called upon Americans to seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans in every area of endeavor throughout our history. February was chosen primarily because the second week of the month coincides with the birthdays of both Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. Lincoln was influential in the emancipation of slaves, and Douglass, a former slave, was a prominent leader in the abolitionist movement, which fought to end slavery. 40 years after Ford formally recognized Black History Month, it was Barack Obama, the nation's first Black president, who delivered a message of his own from the White House, a place built by slaves. Black History Month shouldn't be treated as though it is somehow separate from our collective American history, or somehow just boiled down to a compilation of greatest hits from the March on Washington, or from some of our sports heroes, Obama said. It's about the lived, shared experience of all African Americans, high and low, famous and obscure, and how those experiences have shaped and challenged and ultimately strengthened America. Association for the Study of African American Life and History designates a new theme for Black History Month each year, in keeping with the practice Woodson established for Black History Week. This year's theme, Black Health and Wellness, pays homage to medical scholars and healthcare providers. The theme is especially timely as we enter the third year of the COVID-19 pandemic, which has disproportionately affected minority communities and placed unique burdens on Black healthcare professionals. There's never been a time where Black people and others should not celebrate Black history. Given the current racial climate, the racial reckoning that began in the wake of George Floyd's murder, this is an opportunity to learn. There is no American history without African American history, said Sarah Clark, Kaplan Executive Director of the Anti-Racist Research and Policy Center at American University in Washington, D.C. The Black experience, she said, is embedded in everything we think of as American history. So today, Morris continues to teach and celebrate the rich African American culture through song, dance, and speeches. Our Mountain Lions have prepared something special for all of you, so sit back, be a captivating audience, and enjoy the show. All right, give it up for our celebration.